It's been a long road, but after 3 operations and 8 months on crutches, we are, fingers crossed, at the beginning of the end of my comeback to running.
So that's a complete full thickness cartilage loss.
There have been too many setbacks, and quite frankly, at times, I didn't know if I was ever going to get out of pain again, never mind run again. So it was February 2021 and I was doing sprint intervals in the park, and all of a sudden just something went in my knee. It did feel different, but what I didn't know at the time was it was going to test me quite so physically, make me change my whole way of working, and at times make me feel completely hopeless. I'd lost all the cartilage in my knee. In parts, it was completely down to the bone and I had multiple tears. The decision was made that I was going to get a chondroplasty and a microfracture. Now, having a microfracture, this had about a 50% chance of success, but being in my 30s, it was still worth a go. But it failed. It doesn't look like it's done anything, and the cartilage has actually got worse. So, it was time for something more drastic. A high tibial osteotomy is where they cut your tibia essentially in two. They put a wedge in order to shift your weight from one side of your leg to another. It's quite a rare operation and it's only done in certain circumstances. The recovery was brutal. It was hard at times just to wash and feed myself, and I felt I put a lot of strain on my family, and my wife was pregnant at the time. I knew it was going to be a really long road to get to the end of it in order just to get some life back, not just any idea of exercise, but just to be able to use my own legs again. David Houlihan-Byrne is a top surgeon who's worked with a lot of elite GB athletes, so I've absolutely no idea why he wanted to work with me, but he did, and he worked his magic, and I started to think, well, maybe there's a chance I can get back to running. Before that though, there was a lot of strength work to do. And when I talk about strength work, I'm not just talking about strength work on the major muscle groups, I'm talking about working minor muscle groups as well. The reason being is I've got a big plate of metal across my shin, so I had to be really sensitive and know when the time was right to hit certain milestones in order that maybe, just maybe, I could run again. And then it got to the day where it was time to ask the question.
Considering the operation that you've done, are you happy for me to start running again?
You put yourself through a big operation and a long recovery, and the goal is to get you running. And whether or not we achieve that is down to your muscles and your motivation, which I know is high. So I've got no concerns about you giving it a go. And I'd be hopeful, knowing what I do about your knee, that it should be something that you can achieve.
So you may be thinking, well, how do you start running again? The answer is a lot of hard work. And this is where my physio comes in.
So we're beginning our return to run plan. We're starting on a small dosage where we're going to have a bit of walking, a bit of running. We're going to gradually increase the amount of running as we get the knee to tolerate it. It's going to take a little bit of time to build you up. We're going to take it nice and slowly. We need to make sure the strength keeps coming up, and we need to monitor the load tolerance. We're going to push hard, but we're going to push sensibly. And what we're going to look to do is take a strength and a power test in around 2 weeks, and then look to get you in with our podiatrist to have a look at your trainers and make sure we get the footwear matched to how you're running and give you a bit more cushioning. And then just keep pushing you as per the knee allows, and as the testing looks better from a strength and a power procedure. We've had some hiccups along the way with pain and such, but generally you're going really well, your strength is picking up really nicely. Like I say, you're back on the treadmill, so we're getting there.
So obviously the process has kind of evolved. You know, it's gone through things like Bulgarian split squats, stiff leg deadlift, leg extensions, single leg hamstring curls. I mean, you want to see the different programs that I've actually got on my phone here. And then we went to things like diagonal step with bands, mini band side steps, side step with a band, A skips. I've got about 45 different exercises that I've done since the beginning. But the best thing is, I've done them all. So hopefully I can start running again. Let's give it a go.
So today's the day Rick starts running again outside. I am so excited for him, and I couldn't let him run on his own, so I've come out to join him on his run. He actually sent me a very, very emotional voice note last night. I can tell that he is so scared and also excited about this. But have a listen to this and then we're gonna get running.
Hey mate, I'm so excited about tomorrow. I'm also a little bit worried because I'm actually going to be running in the open air, on the actual ground, in real life, and not on a treadmill, and it does kind of rack me with dread that something's going to go wrong. Not that it is, but I just find it really a touch scary, and you know me, I don't tend to get scared that easily. Anyway, see you in the morning. Ciao. So I'm actually going to set it for a run.
What's happening? It's going to be like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It says, I don't understand what you're trying to do, Rick. Right, I'm set for a run.
A what?
A run? So I've got the green light. I don't actually get too nervous anymore because just being here outside for the first run in 2 years just feels like a major moment. Sarah's here with me to go for it.
We're going for a run, Rick.
I can't believe I'm actually going to feel the wind going through my hair, and I'm running outside and my feet are going to follow each other. Hopefully they remember properly how to do this.
So we're taking it very sensibly. We're not coming back in with a PB or anything.
Yeah, we're just going to try and do a kilometre.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right, I'm following you. He's off. How does it feel?
I haven't got any pain. That's the main thing I was worried about. Because I've actually been doing this on the treadmill. 1 minute running, 1 minute walking. My legs have got used to moving at some speed again. But actually being outside on the tarmac, this feels completely surreal. I'm actually a little bit emotional because, Sarah, you know, for the last 2 years, I have doubted myself whether or not this had happened, you know. And although I'm normally kind of sprightly and I always try to pick myself up and always try to keep, you know, as positive as possible, I've got to admit, there's been too many times where I never thought this was going to happen. I just feel actually complete elation.
You have not stopped smiling since you started.
Oh my God, I love hills all of a sudden. I now love hills. First hill in 2 years. Feels like things are kind of weaving their way back into action. But all my cadence is completely screwed up because my legs are in different positions. I can't actually remember what it feels like. But I can tell you it feels amazing. And I can tell you I've got no pain. And I can tell you, I didn't know if this day was going to come, but I made it.
There are going to be lots of people watching this who are probably injured right now. What would you say to people if they are watching this going like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be me?
Strength and core work is literally the key to so much with your running. It will help you, it will keep you going, it will make you faster, it will make you stronger. And if you're injured, it'll get you back. My God, this feels flipping amazing. Right, that's it. We're coming up to a kilometre. It's all I'm allowed.
How far have you gone?
98, 99. 1 kilometre. I love being out of breath. I love feeling tired. I love looking at my legs just flipping moving. I love feeling the flipping wind. Oh, earth-shatteringly emotional.
Mate, I'm so chuffed for you.
I can't believe it. I genuinely, the stuff that has happened in the last 2 years, if you'd have told me one day I'd be able to actually come back. I've just run a kilometre, it's only a kilometre, it's only a start. But I just ran a kilometre and it was completely without pain. I know it's taken me a long time to get here, but I got there. No pain. And mate, I feel like I'm just gonna have to hug you.
You've done it! You've done it, you're back. So everyone's going to be asking now, what's next? What are the goals? What are the dreams?
Do you know what? Goals-wise, think of every goal that you've ever set.
Rick's coming for
I'm
it.
coming on the starting line on all of them.
Nice. Well done.
Thanks,
was
mate.
Amazing. So what does the regime look like now? You've come back to running. Obviously you can't dive straight back into where you were before. So
Yeah.
what is the routine going to be like now?
Okay, so 50-50. Strength work alongside running. So for every running session, do a strength session. So equal time running to equal time strength work. Heck of a lot of knee, thigh, calf work, leg lifts, a lot of Bulgarian squats, and gradually build up my distance through a bit of jeffing, through a bit of run walking, a bit of jeffing, gradually building it up slowly throughout the year. So we're not making any big jumps. We're doing this so calmly because it is the only way, because setbacks. The reason I've gone so slowly, and I think I've got there today, is because I haven't actually gone too fast. And I've been wanting to go fast, Sarah.
Yeah.
But you know, the physio and the surgeon, like the whole team have been telling me, don't go fast, because I've been desperate. You know, I've been desperate.
Yeah.
And
but it rewards, right? Like I know you now love strength and conditioning, but for people who don't, for people who are like injured and you're grinding your way through all the strength and conditioning, you get rewarded. So for every bad session where you have to go to the gym and you hate it, you get the reward of a pain-free run.
yeah, and pain-free is exactly where you want to be, and that's what strength work does. And we did it.
We did it! Amazing.
I can't believe I've just gone for a run with Sarah. If you are worried about an injury, then it's best to seek some professional advice. If you've got a niggle though, and you're not quite sure what's going on, then do check out Sarah Manny's video on how to spot running injuries before they take hold.